You only call me for a good time. Hang up when it's bad. Hate me on the weekends. Love me when you're sad. Running your mouth, I can't figure it out. All of this stress thing is killing me now. Everything you say just plays inside my head. Like na 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 na.
My dad's actually staying in Paris for a bit, so his suite isn't too far from here. I can't believe your friend is involved. This is important.
Yeah, but I can't believe she is either. I know she wouldn't kill someone on a yacht, let alone steal a yacht, but I guess.
But let's hurry, okay? I don't want to get there too late, and it's a whole thing. Okay, follow me.
Right behind you.
I just called my private limo service, so a car should be here soon. Just like 5 minutes-ish, but this is crazy. The chances of me running into you when you were involved or your friends, anyways, seems important.
But I mean, I just don't see Brooke doing that type of stuff. Maybe she did. I don't know. I went to Paris 2 days late, so God only knows what she was doing.
Just talk with my father. I'm sure we'll figure something out, and this whole thing is a big miscommunication of some sort. Oh, the limo's here. Hello, sir. My father's suite, please.
You got it.
I mean, I just don't see Brooke doing this type of thing. I did arrive 2 days late with Eleanor, but really, and she was kind of mysterious with that guy in the hotel and wouldn't tell us anything about him being suspected for murder. And oh my goodness, this girl needs are you okay?
What? Me? Oh yeah, no, it's just family something. It's fine. I'm fine, really.
All right, if you say so.
Wake up on my sleep, now I can't keep it together.
Hello, ma'am. Are you a resident here, staying, visiting? I need to know your purpose, name, and sign-in information, please. Or if you have the app installed and you're visiting, you can just sign in digitally and I'll double check that on my end.
Sure, I do have the app. I'll just sign in real quick and... Okay, there. I should be all good, right? Can I just go? I'm visiting my dad.
And this girl is with you then?
Yeah, she is.
Great. I'll bring your dad to let him know that he has 2 guests arriving. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, come on, let's go.
All right, and you're all checked in.
Thank you. Okay, coming.
Is everything all ready for me?
Yes, sir. We have everything all packed up and ready to go. And your private helicopter is on the helipad up top.
Okay, perfect.
All right, everything sounds good up there. We need to leave right now, sir. So if you could please follow me.
Dad, I
Naomi?
need to
Oh
talk
my
to you.
goodness.
What is going on? Why do you have your bodyguards on standby?
Sir, the helicopter can only stay for under 3 minutes to fly under the radar. We need to get to the top right now.
Dad, what is he talking about? Are you leaving? Are you going somewhere?
Naomi, I'd have to leave right now. There's no time to waste. But everything will reveal itself in time, I promise. But please, you have to
Sir, we need to leave now. T-minus 2 minutes on the clock.
Fine, Naomi. I just pray that you'll try
Dad,
to
you
believe me.
can't just leave like
when
this.
I
You
say
have to
can trust me.
explain.
We're heading up
where you're
now.
going.
Over.
What's going on?
I really have no clue, but wasn't he under police investigation? I don't think he's allowed to leave the country.
No, he would never try to flee from the police. He never did anything wrong in the first place. That was probably your friend.
Hey.
Oh, whatever. Okay. I am just so confused right now.
My friend would never... Whoa, this is your dad's suite? It looks like he took nothing, and that guy was talking about having everything ready.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. There's a letter. It's addressed to me.
You should open it. It seems important, doesn't it?
I guess you're right. Yeah, maybe. Why is he being so secretive like this?
What does it say?
To my dearest daughter Naomi, I hope this letter finds you well, and I pray you'll trust my judgment throughout the situation and choose to believe I did the right thing. I don't know how to start this letter, but I guess
The beginning is the best place. Take my words as you will. I've contemplated a lot of questions within my life recently. My job, my decisions, and especially the impact those decisions have had on others. And it all boiled down to this one specific question. An age-old question I would never have guessed to ask myself. Would I kill for my family? It was just a day like today. A few weeks ago. Sunny, gorgeous, perfect. And I had a meeting with someone very important. This particular person was fairly new in the business fields where I work in, but despite being new, they rose to power really quickly. I didn't know them personally, but I was quite happy when they offered this merger. This isn't the type of person you know personally, though. This is the type of person you hear about. I thought that my yacht would be the perfect place, since it's quiet, serene, no one can bother us, and small psychological tricks like trying to impress the other person like this tend to work sometimes. I needed to give it my all since this was a very important deal.
Thanks for coming all the way to Paris to meet with me. I know that this merger could be very significant for both of our companies.
Yeah, it's no problem, of course, and it very much will be. I know that from just looking at the statistics alone, but I have written up some terms that I think we should both agree to, or at least look over.
Of course, but I actually wrote up some terms myself that I think we'll go with mine, you know?
Okay, what do you propose then?
All you need to do is sign, and it'll go into play right away. Basically, you turn over 100% equity and business shares to Innovatech, and your CEO position turned over to Innovatech CEO, me, right upon signing.
What type of bullshit proposition is that? You think I'm really going to give you 100% equity and all business shares for my company? Nah, this is BS. You better be out of here in 10 seconds before I call security on you for wasting my time.
Well, my company also has proof of fraud happening in yours, and the moment you don't sign, that is going to be released to the press just instantaneously with the click of the button. So your company is going down either way. You can either A, live a peaceful life with all of your money currently and just give up your CEO position and everything about your company to me. The world will never know about your fraud. Or B, you can watch everything you've ever worked for go up in flames as I click the button releasing
whatever
the
you
fraud
have is
to the
fake,
press.
and I don't want to see it. I'm calling security to get you out. My company would never stoop to such low levels, and you are here accusing me of fraud. I have never. So you are going to leave, and leave now. Get off my yacht now. Such accusations made of me will not stand.
Oh, that's where you're wrong. Someone in your company did, in fact, commit fraud and move quite a lot of money to your bank account. Don't I look familiar, Mr. Pierre?
William, I just hired you a month ago and you mysteriously disappeared. And you started your own company competing with my... What the is going on right now? You've got to be kidding me. Any charges of fraud will be sent against you and for what you did to the company. I did nothing of the sorts, and I will not be charged with a crime I did not commit. I will call the cops on you right now and tell them what you've done.
That would have been so smart, except that won't really work when I show the cops real footage taken from our cameras of you threatening me at gunpoint. Move the funds into your personal account.
I never did anything like that, and you know it.
Actually, you did. You see, it's quite easy to create fake footage with deepfakes and AR now, especially when I have some internal friends willing to vouch for me from your company, and they've worked there, what, 10, 15 years? They're as trustworthy as any
Why
other
even
employee.
go after me? They'll figure you ran your stupid plan out eventually, and you want to risk going to jail and having everything you worked for destroyed yourself? I don't think so, and your company's doing so well.
Well,
Why
sure,
would you even
it
need
would have
mine?
worked. My company was doing great after one or two other mergers that I've made with other companies. And my company has grown quite a lot with some of the employees that sided with me. They don't know how fake I was being, but I guess I'm just too smart for this workforce. Anyways, despite how smart I was initially, I may have gotten a little too overconfident, and one of the former businesses that I took is threatening to sue, which kind of put us in a sticky position financially. So the funds from this company should be enough to cover it, and then I can continue with my business endeavors.
No, that is the
will.
dumbest plan I've ever turn and don't come at me with this. You're going to leave right
See,
now.
I would love to. See, if my company was doing great, it wouldn't have come to this. You were a pretty cool boss while it lasted, right? But it has come to this, and I really need those funds. So I think I could convince you,
No, I am
right?
not giving up everything. You know I have a family, and you wouldn't
This right
do
here
this
is going to be
William.
on you.
would not
This
pull
decision
the
was
trigger.
yours
You
to
would
make,
not.
so this is on you.
That's when I finally had my answer to that question. And the answer was, yes, I would. I had to work fast. I mean, after all, I had just killed a man and had blood shed on my hands, and they never really tell you what it feels like, but when it happens to you, it's different. Everything's kind of a blur if I remember it right, but I know that I found the closest thing I could and just kind of hid the body. After all, I wasn't thinking straight, not that that's a good excuse, but I hope you'll understand, and instead of calling the police, I prayed for a miracle. And, well, actually, I guess you could say that miracle happened. There were some kids I know around your age, Naomi, who on my yacht, apparently breaking in to have some fun or whatever. I didn't think too much of it at the time, but that would end up being my greatest alibi. And shaken up as I was in the moment, I decided it would be easier to let the kids take the fall than me. After all, I had a family and business, and I didn't want to admit it at the time, but the business wasn't doing the best due to some financial decisions I'd made recently, and losing that would mean losing everything. I was still in shock, I'll give myself that. But once the kids were out of sight somewhere on the yacht, I decided to leave. I called my limo driver and someone else to deal with the body. And after all, money can make these things go away. And I should have called the police then and there, tell them I'd been threatened, explain the whole situation, but sadly I didn't. Sadly it was too late. Fleeing the scene, it would be worse. So I waited until light came around, and I called the police on accounts of a stolen yacht. One last thing before I need to go. Please, please tell your mother that I love her. I know I broke her heart. That night, after everything had just happened, I got home to a call from an unknown number.
I know what you did.
Who is this? I did nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's okay, and you don't have to lie to me. I know exactly what happened. I mean, it's pretty obvious after my husband didn't come home tonight, don't you think?
I'm not guilty of anything. You don't have any proof.
Listen, I don't want anything bad to happen to you. In fact, I want quite the opposite. I mean, you don't have to worry. I was only with my husband for his prospects and money, but he doesn't have either anymore, seeing of the circumstances. He told me something like this might happen, and well, I was well taken care of under my husband, but now seeing that he's gone,
What?
and I mean, I wouldn't want your family to find out about what happened, you know, blaming those poor kids and the police and, you know, the whole ordeal. That would be quite unfortunate.
So, what do you want from me? Give me an amount, I'll give it
Well,
to
now
you.
that my husband's dead, I mean, I've always had my eyes on a rich man, one quite like yourself. Let me give it to you straight. Either your family finds out, that would be just terrible, and we wouldn't want that to happen, or you got together with me, and I could be your new wife.
What are you talking about? That's crazy. You're crazy.
Well, I mean, if your wife finds out, she'd just be so heartbroken over you killing my poor, poor husband. Either way, and there's not much you can do to help your family from jail now, is there?
You're psycho.
No, I'm not. After all, I am your new wife, right? I just want you to paint me like one of your French girls.
There's no right excuse for cheating, I know, and I just want your mother to know that I love her, but I beg of you to not tell her this, because everything in this letter would break her heart even more than I already have, and I don't want to break her. The innocence of those two kids have weighed heavily on my soul, especially since you're close to your age, Naomi. I wonder if I was not your father, if I would do that to you, and the answer was I couldn't see myself in that position, so I've decided to confess my guilt to the police. I've sent them a letter. It's on their way over there right now as I'm writing this one. But I've also decided to flee the country. I can only hope that you will decide to visit me one day, Naomi, or maybe more than one day, but I know you know where it is. But I think it's from now where I will most definitely pay for my crimes, and I swear I'm doing that enough
away from your mother
as is.
as is.